Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel in front of the Juventus store in Via Garibaldi, actually before the huge mega store at the stadium and all the store that you can find there. That was the real first one in Torino, at least. Oh, look at that. I just started to record. Here we go.
Well, what's going on?
I'm doing good. Say hello to the Juventini of the world.
Juventino of the world. You got the main man here, the best Juventino fan you'll ever see, you'll ever meet.
And
Guy's got a brain.
And here you have the most fancy man from Nashville, Tennessee. Where are you from? In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
LA, and we meet in Torino.
FTBL, up the FTBL.
Follow FTBL all and everywhere. Wait, I will press pause. I had to stop the video for a second because I met my great friend Patrick from FTBL. Always a pleasure to meet him. Fantastic guy, really. Follow FTBL. They are top. Anyway, let's go back to speak about Juventus. I'm not sure if I asked it or not, but put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. We are in front of the Juventus store in Via Garibaldi. I see a lot of people entering and coming out with some bags, so that means that the new Juventus 25-26 home shirt is working well. At least the response is great with a beautiful pink touches. Let's speak about Juventus. Let's speak about Juve. Juventus Udinese, we know it. Super important game. I hope we can go back home with a win, or staying home with a win, because we are playing at home. And it could potentially be the last one at home for a lot of our players. I put on the thumbnail two players, Dusan Vlahovic and Conceição, but when preparing a bit what I wanted to say in today's video, I started to do the sum of all the players that could potentially miss or have their last game in the Allianz Stadium. And we are speaking about Dusan Vlahovic, about Conceição, but who knows about Cambiaso? Who knows about Weah? Who knows about McKennie? Who knows about, I'm not sure, about having certainties of a lot of players. So today, the players that are there, I hope that they can really focus on one thing, bringing the qualification to Juventus Football Club, to the Champions League next season. The 3 points today, extremely important. That's the only thing that they have to think about, and not about their future. So today, thinking about the team before the individual. And I criticized Cambiaso a lot this season about the fact that he was not available, that he had these voices in his head about Mercato and this and that. Look, I want today to say bravo to Cambiaso, to congratulate them and to say thank you, because Andrea Cambiaso, that I personally criticized for some decision that he took, etc. Well, Cambiaso today, with half a training session, because that's what he did, and this week he will be there, sacrificing himself. Maybe he's not 100% fit, but sacrificing himself to give support to Juve, that is in need because we don't have enough players. Look, when I'm telling you that it could be the last one at home for some of the players that we just mentioned, it could also be the last one of the season for other players like Locatelli, risk of suspension, McKennie, risk of suspension, Weah, Cambiaso, risk of suspension. So these players that could potentially have their last game of the season. Kalulu, we know it's already over, not even mentioning Bremer, Cabal. But we have a lot of these players that if they don't focus on the game of today, it will be tough. I met a lot of Juventini, they all say, we hope that we win today. It's important to win today. But when I'm asking them, can you guarantee me? Can you give me a prediction? All of them are extremely insecure. They don't want to tell me, we don't believe in it, we will lose, we go with a draw. They don't. But a lot of Juventini, they just stay there without knowing, question mark. And I believe that that's really the feeling that we have around the team, a question mark. What will they be able to give us? Will they be able to give us a win? Will they be able to resist the pressure? Because Udinese, they don't have the pressure. Probably they come to give us cope manners, or to take away cope manners. Because for the people that do not know, and that's a good assist, cope manners season is over. It's over. We were looking to questions, where is cope manners, where is cope manners, where is cope manners? Well, yesterday the answer of Tudor already gave me a bit that feeling, or 2 days ago, the feeling that the season was over, but we didn't know about it. Now it looks like it's a certainty. Cope Miner's season is over, and we will see him again, hopefully, in the Club World Cup. So it's another player that is not there, so don't count on him for the game against Venezia, the last one, next week. It's over. So hopefully today we have not a lot of yellow card, because imagine, yellow card for McKennie, yellow card for Locatelli, we have no midfields anymore. We have no midfield anymore. So hopefully they can focus thinking about today. Today, and give us some answers that a lot of Juventini at the moment they are expecting, they want to, they are asking, give us an answer. Are you able to give us an answer today? A 4-4-2, we already spoke about it, that will be a balanced one to defend, to attack. We miss probably a bit of quality there, creativity there. Who will be that one that will give us the creativity? Maybe the wingers, Nico Gonzalez, Wea, that goes a bit more to the center, one of them, or maybe a McKinney that will go up, leaving that spot to only Locatelli. I don't know. I really don't know. I have a lot of questions for the game of today. What I wanted to say, it will not be an easy game, Udinese. I don't know if you watched the game of yesterday. Genoa, Atalanta, two teams that had nothing to say on paper. It was over for Atalanta because whatever the result of the other team, they are third. That they win all the games, they will finish third. Same for Udinese. They are already in nothing. They are already there in Serie A. They remain there. They cannot go in Europe. They cannot be relegated. So it was a game that said nothing, but you saw them playing until the 89th, 90th, 92nd minute with first Udinese that was winning 2-1, and then an Atalanta that comes back with 2 goals. But they wanted to go for that win. They wanted to go and score with Retegui because they wanted him to equalize the record of Pippo Inzaghi with 25 goals with Atalanta. So you see, the teams, even if they have on paper nothing to say, they want to go for it. They want to battle. And I'm expecting also today an Udinese that will go for it, that will try. They are playing in the Allianz Stadium, which is the most beautiful stadium in Italy. So don't think that Udinese is going for a city trip to discover the city, to enjoy the beautiful weather that we have here in Torino, because it's really beautiful, the weather. They are not here to just being the guest of the unveiling night of the new shirt 25-26, because today we play with a home shirt. Don't expect that. Accept a massive game, accept a game where it will be a battle. A battle where Juventus, unfortunately, Igor Tudor will not have a lot of ammos at disposal, because we know it. On the bench we have not a lot of players. In defense we have nobody except of Rui. In the middle of the field, Douglas Luiz. Up front we have a bit of choices with Conceição, with Bangula, with Adzic, with Dusan Vlahovic. Okay, it could be the last game of Dusan Vlahovic, and I believe that's why today he's not starting the game. For a simple reason, because Igor Tudor probably is thinking, I know the player. Mentally, that has always been his biggest weakness. He's suffering from these situations. And him thinking during the game, it's maybe, because we never know with the Mercato, it's maybe my last game at the Allianz Stadium. Well, potentially it could be a problem. Potentially it could be a problem. And that's why probably he starts on the bench. We'll see him. Who knows? Maybe he will score. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section the prediction of today. I'm sorry for the chaotic video. I started in the way I had a structure in mind. Then I see a lot of people are coming behind, in front. A bit of chaos. Because I'm nervous. Because I'm nervous. That's the reality. You want to know the truth? I'm nervous. Anyway, we see each other. Grazie, forza. Juve. Ciao.